Welcome to Live in the Hearse. Tell me about this cool car.
Hi, my name is Eric Wilson. This is my 1931 Ford Deluxe Roadster. It's a lovely little fun car. It was once owned by a gentleman named Tom Key out of Fullerton, and he was the founder of the Pacific Symphony. He was the main president and the reason we have a Pacific Symphony out of Sigerson Hall. It's a lovely car to work on. What I love about it is it's simple, like most Model A's. Fun to take grandkids for ice cream trips and what have you. Little tidbit about Model A's, they're made out of what's called vanadium steel. And that's why so many have survived. Vanadium steel is a very good compound of steel, if you will, that lasts a lot of cars like Chevys over the years. They would rust out. Fords, they were doing it in Model Ts and they carried it over into Model A's, and that's why there's so many survivors.
I love that.
From 1928 to 1931, roughly 5 million Model A's were built, and it's estimated upwards of maybe almost 250,000 around the world are still on the road and roadworthy. A lot of fun car. This car has what's called a Mitchell overdrive and a synchronized transmission. It looks like a regular Model A, but that allows the car to split gears, and I can take it on a freeway. Now I can drive 65, but that's terrifying these days. That's really slow, but I can get it up there. The goal is I'll be taking some cross-country road trips in it. It is a driver. I drive it about 3 days a week to work. We make a lot of new friends on the way. I've never gassed up without having someone stop and want to talk, so it's a lot of fun to work on.
That is cool. How long have you had it?
I've had it for now 6 years.
Great.
And a little bit, I belong to a club. That's a lot of the other members that are here at the other cars. Very interesting, lovely group. 1 year they put their
Okay, so do you have any future plans for this car?
I do. I'm getting it ready for the Great Race, and that's an antique automobile race.
Wow.
About anywhere from 1,800 to 2,000 miles. I'm too late for 2025, so I'm hoping to get it in 2026. And you cannot use GPS. It's time stops. It's not a race. It's antique cars from anywhere from 1900 all the way up to like early 70s. So you'll see Corvettes and Camaros, what have you. And this last year's winner, it went, I believe, don't quote me, but I believe it went from the tip of Florida up to Connecticut. And the team that won it in a 1910 Speedster. And the father was 80 and his son was the navigator who was 60. So
wow.
And the year prior, 2 young gals in their 20s out in Texas won it in a I think it was a 54 Chevy.
Cool.
Not mistaken there. So I'm looking forward to that, and I've got a friend that I've known since we were young who's going to be my navigator, because no GPS is allowed. You have a stopwatch, a clock, and a paper map, and the overall winner is the closest to the time checkpoints. So the longer you go over, puts you behind. They have different classes, so I'm looking forward to that. And then my wife and I are planning a Route 66 tour. So I'm going to retire in a couple years here, so we'll just hit the road and see where the wind takes us. Take it in this little baby.
That is awesome. I want to thank you for being on Live in the Hearse.
My pleasure.